hello, it is I. Now, if you've never played BeamNG.Drive, then you probably imagine the game is just a massive sandbox where you can crash cars and yeah, just crash cars. But BeamNG is so much more than that, because I recently tried out the game a few days ago and I was so hooked, as this game executes many things so much better than most AAA racer games on the market today. Which is why I'm here with this video. It's around 9 things BeamNG.Drive does better than Forza Horizon 5. Anyways, 4,000 likes is the target for today's video. Also, let me know if you want to see more BeamNG content, because I am having a blast making videos on this game. Anyways, without further ado, let's get to this video. Okay, now let's get the elephant in the room out the way. The damage model in this game is the best I've ever seen in any video game. For example, in Forza you can crash into a wall head on and drive away, but in this game, yeah, that happens. Also, in Forza you can take jumps whenever you want and pay no consequences, but in BeamNG it's a little bit different. Watch this. Yep, and just like that, my drive shaft is broken. That is incredible. And something I love about this intense damage model is that it adds a bit of scariness to the cars, if you get what I mean. For example, in Forza you can push your car whenever you want and pay no consequences, but in BeamNG you really need to watch when you push your car. So I really hope that car manufacturers allow racing games to let players absolutely demolish their cars in racing games, because at the end of the day, it's just a racing game, okay? No cars are actually being harmed in real life, and it's all just a bit of fun. Now, it was only recently that I found out about this, but BeamNG is full of so many incredible car features. Because if you pause the game and go into the electrics, you can actually turn on your hazard lights like so. Look at that, both of the hazard lights are flashing. If you don't like that, then you can go to the signals and then you can turn your car left like so, or you can turn your car right like so. You can also open the doors like so, which is really cool. On every single door on this car, you can open it. And you can also open the bonnet on your car, but you can't do it like this because you need to release the bonnet latch through the interior. Okay, look at that, hood release, and if I press that, then look at that, the hood actually pops open. And then you can go to the exterior camera angle and then you can open your car like this, and then look at that, that's so cool. And as you may know, on some modern cars, if you do an emergency stop, then the brake lights sort of flash. And believe it or not, in BeamNG, watch this. It does the exact same thing. That is so impressive. So racing game developers, take notes, because the features in BeamNG are really cool. I just drowned my car in water. Okay, now I'm going to go through to show you this, but the steering wheel support in this game is incredible. And to show you how good the steering wheel support is, this is a Peugeot 205 GTI, a car with no power steering, no ABS, and if I'm driving at speed and then if I turn my wheel, then that is portrayed so well on the steering wheel. I've never felt it like this. And of course, this car has no power steering, so when I'm turning my steering wheel at a really low speed, as you can see, it is very stiff. And if I go at a faster speed and if I turn the steering wheel, it's much easier. I can now drive a car with power steering, and as you can see, the steering wheel is so much easier to turn. I can turn it with one finger. Okay, now I'm back in the 205 without this power steering, and when I turn the car, it takes a lot of strength to turn it with one finger. I can't do it. Also, this car does not have ABS, so if I brake my car now, the steering wheel is sort of like automatically turning to the right. So yeah, man, big up BeamNG, because the wheel support in this game is incredible. Now, something I love about BeamNG is how each car has different variants. For example, right now I'm driving a Terrier Vivace car, which is like a diesel, like compact car. Okay, now I'm driving the Vivace E, which is the electric variant of the car. And now I'm driving the Vivace S, which is the sporty variant of the car. Also, it's not just the base cars in this game which have variants, because I've downloaded some mods on this game, and if I go to the vehicles and show you the mods, okay, so here's a Bugatti Chiron, but if I press onto it, then yes, you can see there's a normal Chiron, there's a Chiron with the sunroof, there is a Super Sport Star one, this is the last edition one, and yeah, there are so many variants which are really cool, and each one drives very different. Whereas in Forza, Need for Speed, and basically every other racing game out there, there are no variants. Whereas I think having variants would have been a superior method, because that way the car list would be less muddled up and hard to find cars. So every single racing game developer needs to take notes from BeamNG, because the car variant system in this game is incredible. Now, Forza Horizon games have traffic cars, but they always feel a little bit soulless and they lack character. But in this game, they actually have soul, because if I crash into a police car right here, They are in pursuit with me. I'm gonna escape, okay? That is so cool. Oh yeah, they're still following me. They're trying to block me off the road, and then I'll just escape through here. Thank you very much. Now if I pull over for the police, then what happens? Do I pay a fine or something? Yep, I got busted, and then police collision, wrong way, okay. And what's really cool with the traffic cars is that you can actually get them to do really cool stuff. For example, you can actually make them all follow you, and then like eventually they will all turn around and follow you. And what's really cool is you can get every single traffic car to chase you as well, like this, and then they will chase you. So every single traffic car will try and crash you off the road, and look at that. Oh, it just broke my wheel. So yeah, I really hope that other racing games can like take inspiration from BeamNG, because the traffic cars and the way they're controllable in this game is brilliant. I love it so much. Now, if you know me, then you know that I'm a sucker for good sensor speed in racing games, and in Forza, it's not very good. But in BeamNG, it's not that good at the moment, but you can actually change that. So if you go to the options, so we can actually turn on motion blur and make it as strong as possible. And now when I go for a drive, look at how much faster this looks. And knowing that the smallest crash could do that to your car just adds a lot to the sensor speed in this game. Whereas in Forza, you can just crash into every single traffic car at 200 miles per hour and nothing happens to you. You can just carry on driving. And you can actually improve the sensor speed in the cockpit camera angle as well by going into options yet again, going into camera and adjusting the field of view over here. And now when you drive your car fast, it feels like it's going way faster. And I'm just below 200 miles per hour. This is incredible. So big up BeamNG for letting us be able to fine tune the sensor speed in this game, because we desperately need this feature in every single racing game. Now, something nobody really talks about in this game is the transmission selection, because I personally love it. As you can see right now, I'm driving in manual mode so I can change gears with my paddles. But if I want to have an automatic gearbox, then I can just stop my car and then shift down to D. And then you can just go for a drive like you're driving an automatic car, and it's brilliant. So right now, as you can see, I'm in low RPMs, but if I kick down, then watch this. It goes to a high RPM so that you can drive faster. That is amazing. And honestly, it makes a lot of sense for Forza to have this feature as well, because there are so many real users who play Forza, and sometimes they want to drive an automatic car, sometimes they want to drive with a clutch, sometimes they want to drive a flappy paddle car. And that's something really cool as well, because right now I'm driving a manual car so I can shift gears with my gear stick, and I can actually press the clutch down and rev my car freely. But if I want to, then I can just switch to my paddles, and then I can just drive my car like it's a flappy paddle car. That's brilliant. So every single racing game needs to take notes, because this system in BeamNG is absolutely brilliant. Now, have you ever noticed how many content creators have completely blown up on YouTube after making videos on BeamNG? So what makes this game so creator friendly, I hear you say? Well, because if you can pause the game, go to the options, go into camera, then you can actually add different camera angles onto your car. And now if I go to change the camera angle, then look at that. This is the external camera view, so you can get like cinematic shots. And the other camera angle is this, which is really cool, because you can actually adjust the camera angle and get like really cool shots like this, and then you can actually drive like this as well, which is really impressive. Anyways, not only are the camera angles really cool, but you can actually adjust the time of day in this game as well, which is really useful. Honestly, this game is such an incredible sandbox, and it's a really good game to make videos on. So I really hope that more racing games can like introduce more camera angles and have time of day adjustment just like BeamNG, because this makes recording videos in this game so much fun. Now, an obvious advantage that PC games have which console games don't have is modding support. Because with modding support, you can basically fix anything and everything. So I don't see why Forza doesn't introduce modding support into their games, because I feel like it would completely transform their games. Because Forza has bad sensor speed, but with modding support, you can make it better. Forza also has some atrocious car models which we can fix with modding support. And there are so many missing cars in Forza Horizon 5, but with modding support, we can bring those cars back and everybody would be happy. I mean, look at this right now. I'm driving a Tesla Roadster, a car that you can't even buy in real life right now. And now I'm driving a 992 911 GT3 RS, a car that's not been seen in any single racing game. Okay, now yes, I know this may damage the developers and the publishers of Forza Horizon 5, because, you know, video games are businesses. They have to like make money in a way, and if everything is a mod, then they won't really make any money. So I guess that's the reason why modding support is not seen in Forza Horizon 5, but come on, the players would absolutely love it. Now if you enjoyed this video, then you might want to watch, oh, hang on a second. Yeah, anyways, if you enjoyed this video, then you might want to watch this video up here, so make sure to give that a watch right now. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, then press this button right over here, and I'll be very happy. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Cheers.